Brexit shock, UK threatens to quit Galileo system after bitter EU blocks access. The UK has been a key player in the development of the satellite network, handing over more than £1 billion towards the programme. But all 27 EU member states have backed the European Commission's decision to limit Britain's access to Galileo after Brexit. A new Commission document says that giving a non-EU country unlimited access would be a change of nature for the scheme. The revelation is likely to put a further strain on relations between London and Brussels as Brexit talks continue. The Commission's tough negotiating stance over Galileo has infuriated the UK side, with one Whitehall official branding it laughable. UK ministers have now threatened to completely walk away from the network, and set up a rival GPS network. They accused the Commission of forcing through a vote by the European Space Agency vote on the procurement of the scheme. Britain had urged the vote to be delayed until a deal on the UK's future role in Galileo had been reached. The decision means UK companies will find it hard to win any contracts, if Britain remains in the scheme at all. Science Minister Sam Gyimah said the UK would be obliged to leave the scheme if the EU does not offer full and fair access. He said, "Our preference is to contribute fully to Galileo as part of a deep security partnership with the EU. Without full, fair and open industrial involvement, Galileo doesn't offer the UK value for money or meet our defense needs, so we would be obliged to walk away. There is an option on the table that would benefit both the UK and EU. If that is not accepted by the EU, we are a proud and confident nation and will be looking at all alternatives." A senior EU diplomat told the FT, "We want the UK to be a partner in the future, but that will be on the basis of a third country regime, which excludes them from the inner core of the system." And why? It looks very unhelpful from the British side, but what choice do we have? It has to be less than the membership regime we have now, since UK would then be able to switch off the system without being part of the EU. We can't have that. A UK government source said, "The suggestion the UK could switch off the system is absurd fear-mongering which ignores the strength of UK's support for Europe's security, our shared aims in NATO, and our common interests. It implies they wish to treat us as a hostile state, which is frankly laughable. Of course, if they really are worried about it, we could easily provide safeguards on that point in the terms of our access." Last month, Chancellor Philip Hammond said the UK was prepared to go it alone and set up a rival to Galileo outside the EU. He said, "The plan has always been to work as a core member of the Galileo project, contributing financially and technically to the project. If that proves impossible, then Britain will have to go it alone, possibly with other partners outside Europe and the US, to build a third competing system. But for national security strategic reasons we need access to a system and will ensure that we get it."